Hello everyone. Today I will show you a trap in the English beginning which even strong chess players can fall into. In no case can I guarantee that people will play this way. I'm just showing one of the scenarios, but you'll be ready for it. c4 opens the game. White, e5 is the theoretical answer. Horse c3 is horse c6, horse f3. White develops his cavalry and black plays 5. Here you can play 5, there are no threats of a check with a queen from the field as much as 5, because there is a white knight and a white pawn in his way. To remove them, you need to make at least 2 moves. While these 2 moves are being made, the knight will stand on the field at 6 and will already control the field at 5. Therefore, it is possible to push a pawn in this edition. In principle, why did black push this pawn? They capture the field e4. Also, if they played a knight at 6, they would no longer be able to push it. They would have to remove the knight, then push the pawn, then put the knight. In principle, the position is absolutely normal. This is a pretty good, logical developing move and for white plays. They open their black field elephant, also try to hit the center somehow. It's not very good to pick up here, and you don't really need to. You can play e4, and this is of course the best continuation. You capture space with pace, attack the white knight, and in response, of course, the bishop g5 can follow. They didn't just open the black elephant. They opened it, they developed it. You can't close with a pawn here, and you shouldn't close with a pawn when you are attacked like that. Of course, it was possible to close with an elephant, and probably it would be the best, but you can also play a knight at 6, and 5 can follow in response. It would have been better, of course, for white to get his knight out of the fight by playing knight 4, then 6 would have followed in order to protect the pawn from the knight's attack. But of course they can also play 5, that is, you attack the enemy's horse, and the white horse attacks yours. And in this position it is worth taking the knight before yours is also taken away, but for now it's just a change of light pieces. And then you hit, that is, you don't stop there, you punch even further. And here it is best to take the elephant with the white ones, of course. This may be followed by the capture of the dc, the exchange of queens, a long castling, and it seems that black does not have a very good position, but in fact black has an extra pawn in the dry balance. The bishop will now go somewhere to point e6. The rook will also be able to support its king and also try to compete for the open vertical. That is, black has a little better here at the expense of an extra pawn. Yes, whites have a little bit of development. I would not say that whites have super development there. The knight is not tied now, the bishops are still open. This one is a little blunted, but there is also such a small partition of pawns on the path of white's white bishop. It would also be possible to strike in the other direction for the capture, and it would seem, look, the position is like this, black was taken, and if white also continues to be beaten, what will happen then? Then of course it's a simple move, the bishop beats b7, we support the pawn and now we just threaten to take one of the easy pieces. Here we have to say goodbye to our bishop. As a result, black has a clean extra layer. So what to do with white in this position? We have already discussed the correct move, but what if we throw a pawn on the field d7? Here to take and bang on the d7. It would seem that it is also a pretty normal move. How can you answer it? So they took and threw off just a pawn. If you take the bishop, it's not very good, because white just wins back the pawn and you get nothing. But white, of course, does not get anything at point b7, although they were very eager to get there with their bishop, but if they try to throw off a pawn here, you find a very powerful blow. You just take it and lift it. And this, my friends, is a horse beating d7. Here is such a seemingly absolutely stupid sacrifice of the queen. You just took and gave a queen for a pawn. You can give a queen for a pawn in rare cases, if you then checkmate, or if you then put a new queen. So let's see what's going on here. If the queen does not take the pawn, then the scrap is lost, and if you take the queen, then the rook is lost. Friends, a new queen appears and white's position is absolutely lost, because black, firstly, has an extra rook, secondly, the bishop is tied, and thirdly, everything is absolutely fine. Here is such a trap idea of such arrangements. The move at 5 actually seems to me rarely used by anyone, I haven't seen it yet. You can try to use it, but before you use any move, friends, take some in the analyzer, sit down, arrange them, look at more options. I showed you a little bit of chess, they are limitless, each move can be completely different, which you did not expect. I can't prepare you for everything, because there are so many moves in chess that even if I show you every move, 1 life won't be enough for me, and even 10 lives won't be enough, even if I spend a second on a move. You just haven't even thought about it sometimes and probably have no idea how many of them there are, different variations of arrangements. Thank you so much friends for watching. Write comments, share videos with friends. I wish you happiness, health and a peaceful sky over your head. Bye bye.